So there was a new game update this morning, and we're going to explore the brand new Cookbook feature. Might not be much, but it is something for lower level players. What's going on, my friends? My name is Joe, and welcome back for episode 2 of the Town Hall 8 free-to-play series, day 22. It's been 4 days since we got to Town Hall 8, and man, have we made some progress in the offense department. Let me blow through this real fast. You remember the 2 builder potions that we activated in the update priority guide? Man, those things went nuts, dude. We upgraded laboratory, hero hall, clan castle. We maxed out barracks. We're working on the final level for the dark barracks. We unlocked the blacksmith, and we upgraded the dark spell factory for level 2. So we built it and upgraded it twice, just motoring through this thing. We're also working on dark elixir storage, as well as the elixir storage is maxed out, and we need to finish upgrading the gold storage. We're tapped into defenses at this point. The Archer Queen has been under upgrade non-stop. She's currently going to level 8, and we also added 2 levels to the Barbarian King, but unfortunately I want to kind of work with him with my dragon army, and that's one of the best parts about the 2 heroes at Town Hall 8 is that you can change between the 2 heroes because you can only use one at a time. So we're upgrading the Queen right now, and then we'll shift into the King maybe, because we're starting to work our way into defensive upgrades. Now, we do need to activate some laboratory potions or research potions because I collect these on my other accounts to speed up the progress in the lab. I hope it works out at Town Hall 8, but it might not. So we're going to go ahead and activate those, and we'll collect the final one because this thing resets every single week by using ray metals. There's one more research potion for 200 ray metals, and that leaves us with a bunch of ray metals left over for tomorrow's collection. All right, so we should have a builder coming back very soon. Yeah, right there. 1 minute and 15 seconds. We're also going to activate that final builder potion to speed things up while I'm talking with you guys, because we're going to spend off some of this gold by upgrading trap. Let's drop that. And then also I want to mention that you guys need to, do these special events. There's so much good stuff in here that does help out as a lower level player. Now, this one will obviously be over by the time some of you watch this video, but I'm sure there'll be many others in the upcoming years. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and claim some of these things. Clan Castle Cake, dude, I love this thing for trophy pushing, although trophy pushing in the lower level sucks miserably. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'll be straight with you. Mighty Morsel, perfect for maxing out the hero equipment for a temporary time frame. I think it's like 3 attacks. I can't remember, but I'll have to look at it here in a second. And there's another Mighty Morsel that can stack on the other one. And then there's also our shiny and glowy orb, which we're gonna jump into the blacksmith and spend off real fast. Remember, we're only upgrading 1 piece of equipment, and that is the earthquake boots, which is currently level 7. Remember, you get a 4-times star bonus, and it pays out a little bit more ore than normal, so we took advantage of that situation while the new Town Hall boost was active. So we're going to jump up to level 8. We got enough to take it to level 9, and I think that should be maxed out for Town Hall 8. Yes. So what that means is that, sure, you could upgrade the Rage Gem, or you could upgrade the Archer Queen's abilities, but are they useful in the future stages of the game? Yes and no. It depends on what army you're using, and I have no plans on using either 3 of those. So I'm going to save my ore from here on out if you didn't catch that in the upgrade priority guide. Super important because it's hard to get ore as a new Town Hall player. That's for sure. It's really hard. All right, so before I forget, let's go ahead and make sure that we activate those magical snacks. The Mighty Morsel is 3 battles of boosted heroes, pets, and their abilities, unlike the hero potion, which I wish they would change in the future. We'll see. They might have. I might not. I've completely missed it, but as of the last time I looked, it just boosted the level of the heroes and the pets and not the abilities, but the Mighty Morsel does. So we get 3 attacks for that one. We're going to go ahead and use that, and that leaves us with 9 attacks, as well as the 12-hour activity on the Clan Castle Cake, which means that we can request Clan Castle troops for free. But let's go ahead and jump into the new Cookbook feature, and one of the cool things about this is it's pre-built armies. You don't necessarily need to come to YouTube or a forum of some sort to get an army. However, just because you have an army doesn't mean that this thing really explains how to use these armies. So just keep that in mind that, sure, we can get armies, but you might need to still look up how to use them. So there are armies here for Town Hall 7. And technically, I believe that's because when you're a brand new Town Hall 8, you're still built like a Town Hall 7 until you upgrade things like your clan castle and your barracks and your dark barracks and stuff like that. So we got the two most popular armies at Town Hall 7, dragons and hog riders, as well as giants and archers. But then we start working our way into the Town Hall 8 armies. Now, one of the things that I'm not particularly fond of here is that it gives you the army composition, and it highlights the fact that we do not have the golem because we're currently upgrading the dark barracks. It gives you the hero, but it doesn't have an option for pre-filled clan castle troops. I hope that they add that in the future, because a lot of these armies do technically have, you know, clan castle requests. I mean, every army that I have has some form of clan castle request associated with it. However, you can use the army immediately. Like, you just press use and it takes it into your active army, although we don't have golems, so it didn't add golems. So let's go back in there and select our dragon army instead, and it sets the hero as well as the hero abilities. But again, Archer Queen's under upgrade, can't use her, so we need to go back and switch it to the Barbarian King and make sure that the abilities line up to what we want them to be. There's also a P.E.K.K.A. army. Now, P.E.K.K.A. Smash is a phenomenal army. I'm surprised that they did not include Go Wipe, which is golems, P.E.K.K.A.s, and wizards. That's a very powerful army at Town Hall 8. So we'll see how this one plays out in the future, whether they start adding more armies and, you know, kind of cycling these around for different options. But it is a really cool feature for those of you that want to use it. And then there's also the option to save these armies. You can click save and it'll bring it into your new recipes. We can go ahead and save it right there and set it for later on. Try it out once we do have the golems unlocked. All right, so I want to show you trophy pushing. We've currently made it up to 1952. We're really close to getting into Crystal League, which would unlock, I believe, 250 free gems from the League All-Star achievement. But let me put it like this. I don't understand what happened. I don't know why they did this. Like, I understand that they did not want players to push through the leagues really, really fast when they changed to the no training time. And we got a really good base here. Let me see if I can take this down. Let's see if we can wait for that queen to get into range of this air defense. We're going to let her circle around that platform and then try to zap her real fast. Although it's a level 1 air defense, so we might end up using way too many lightning spells. Let's just see what happens here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. Seriously? Okay, there we go. I was like, what? So it takes 3, and then that leaves us with 1 right there. Yeah, I think we're gonna just go ahead and do that. Let's drop our king over here and do some funneling and stuff. We do have a minion prince we got to deal with and expos, but both of the expos are on the ground. This guy seems to be rushing. Oh, there's the other air defense. Let's just drop a couple balloons there and take that out. Yep, like that. And we're just gonna go around like this and start taking on the base. Very simple base. I hope that's the key, is that I hope that everything works out. All right, let's stay away from the minion prince. We dropped the remaining balloons, and you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to request clan castle troops with my free clan castle cake. What an idiot, right? I get so distracted talking to a camera that I can't focus on my gameplay sometimes. I gotta get more reps in here. I'm telling you, I've been slacking the last couple months. All right, so we're gonna let this play out, and we get 20 cups from this one, but I think it's just because the camera's on. I was scrolling earlier and I could not find anything beyond 1 and 2 cups, even against other Town Hall 8s. And I think that's one of the things I forgot to mention about the cookbook, is that those armies are really geared towards Town Hall 8 versus Town Hall 8. And once you start attacking players that are higher level than you, except for this base, of course, because it was rushed. But when you're attacking players that are higher than you, you have to be a little bit more strategic, and you have to understand the troops that you're using versus the defenses that you're facing, i.e. the expos, whether they're set to air or ground mode, or the level of the air defenses. I mean, there's so much that comes into play when it comes to the strategy of this game. And that's one of the beauties of Clash Clash of Clans is the strategy behind it. But let me try to find a scenario where we're not finding the bases we're looking for. Although this time around, we're going to make sure that we request Clan Castle troops, which I would like balloons, and I'd like another lightning spell. There we go. And we're going to use a Clan Castle cake to do it. And let's scroll through. Watch it give me something because you guys are watching right now. Watch it happen. 15 trophies, a little too high of level, Expos, they're both set to air mode, just not worth attacking. I might get a 1-star, and obviously you get 1 trophy for a 1-star, so it's really not worth the effort. Yeah, another max base. You're starting to see the trend as we start to scroll through these. We're getting trophy offerings, but the bases are relatively powerful. Although, hold on. We got 1 air defense under upgrade. We got 2 that are up and a really low level one. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. So we're going to bypass it. I know some of you would probably take it on, but I just know the results of what's going to happen. I've been doing this a really long time. But wait for it. See, 4 trophies. 4 trophies for a Town Hall 8. I would normally bypass this, but since you guys are watching, we're just going to go ahead and take it on. Very simple versus Town Hall 8 because we can zap 2 different air defenses. We got to make sure that we kind of include everything in there. There we go. And we're going to go on the backside and damage this cannon right there. And then we're going to make sure that we zoom out. Big thing about this game is people drop those builder huts in the corner. This is such an old tactic, but it works because time versus traveling across the base to go get an air defense or a builder's hut that was missed. We're going to drop the Barbarian King there, and then we're just going to release everything. Just let it loose. And we're going to send some balloons over here and another pair of balloons there to take out that air defense. And from this point on, we can just kind of kick back and wait it out because Town Hall 8 versus Town Hall 8, it's kind of easy. It really is. But then again, for a new player, I understand that it might not be that easy. So Dragon's best friend at Town Hall 8. Barbarian King's ability weakens those defenses. I love those Earthquake Boots. Pairing that with the Spiky Ball will be absolutely amazing once we have the gems saved up to buy that thing. I wish they had other offerings for free where I could just grind it out, like, I don't know, spend some resources on it instead of gems. But of course, the game's got to monetize to continue to upgrade this thing, of course. All right, so let's go ahead and drop these really crappy troops. The Goblin Wannabe. I don't even remember what that thing is called because it's just so bad. But yeah. That is 4 cups, and we are still short of reaching Crystal League. So I hope to knock that out today. I got to try to avoid the loot waste by spending off the gold. What did you guys think about the update? Let us know down in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next one, boys.